everybody. Hi guys. Hi. Alright, so we are back on with the Rachel Green experience. We got a little off track. My dad just had surgery, so I have been busy helping my parents at their farm, which is what brings me to where I am today. So we are recording at my parents' house today because I'm here helping with the animals, helping with my dad, helping with my mom, just making sure that everything stays functioning while my dad gets back on his feet. He had ankle surgery, so he's actually off his feet. Anyway, so we are back up and running. We are going to be talking today about kind of a more serious topic. I really like K-pop, which anybody who knows me knows this. But I think that I just saw a video a few weeks ago that has really been kind of eating away at my mind. It's been kind of weighing on me a little, and I think that it's important and it's imperative for this channel that I talk about it. So there's a band called GOT 7, G-O-T and the number 7. They are wonderful, they are fun, they are happy, they are kind human beings. They're just the all-around good guys. And they have a fan base called I Got 7, but it also translates into Agase, which in Korean means little, like baby bird, little bird, baby bird. And that's their fan base name. So on January 15th, which was one day before their 5th anniversary, one of their members, who is actually my favorite, I love him, he's my bias, which means that's your favorite of the band in K-pop. There's a whole lingo, and soon enough I'll go over it, but he's my bias, and his name is YoungJae. And YoungJae decided to do a V-Live video and interact with his fans, with Agase. And he was really sweet. He was eating, he was eating in front of everybody. He was, he was drinking like tea and coffee, and he was just really happy and sweet and kind. He's singing to us. He was playing with his little dog, which is named Coco, and she's super cute. And just being really kind and spending his free time, let's get this right, his free time, interacting with fans for his 5th anniversary when he could have been doing anything else in the world. And towards the end of the video, and I have put the video down in the description below, it was done by an Agase by the name, and she's a YouTuber by the name of GOT 7, so GOT, G-O-T S-V-N instead of the number 7. It's G-O-T S-V-N. She's wonderful, does some really, really good content, so make sure you go down and subscribe to her channel as well, especially if you love K-pop as much as I do. Anyway, she posted this video that she had made about what had happened with YoungJae, and he did all this stuff. He was really, really wonderful to his fans, to us, and a fan at the very end of his V-Live, an Agase fan, she says she's a fan, or he, I don't know, they say they're a fan, had the nerve to send a message to him to tell him to lose weight. That to me, first of all, is a very sensitive subject, and I'll get into it in a moment, but it's really, really, really disturbing that someone who says they're a fan would be willing to insult somebody who is taking the time out of their life to give it out to people, to be able to like interact with them and be there for them. And it's a treasure for somebody to do that, and especially someone who's so busy and has so much going on in his life, and he was willing to do that. So it's heartbreaking in the respect that someone would even possibly have something negative to say about that, but also for the fact that that you're body shaming someone. That to me is just, it crushes me. And you could see his face when you watch the video below. You can see it in his face. And he was magnanimous in how he responded to it. I'm really upset about it, so I apologize if I'm not as well put together today. But yeah, he just said, I'm working on my own diet. I'm working on my own life. Mind your business. Do well in life, but mind your business. And it's really disturbing to me because people like YoungJae, the rest of GOT7, the other bands that are out there, and any public figure, anybody that puts themselves in a position to, have open ridicule. Yes, we expect it. I expect for people to not like my videos. I expect for people to not like me. I expect for people to say things about me. I am self-conscious, just as anybody is, but I am self-conscious in the respect that, like, I am actually at the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. I am, Phil and I are going to the gym. We have been, implementing that over the last few months to get myself back on track. But regardless, I took a big step with this channel by wanting to put myself out there at my most vulnerable, because I want to be happy with my life in any capacity. So it has been difficult for me to put myself out and say, hey, you know what? This is what I look like, this is who I am, and this is what I'm doing. So, I'm waiting for those kinds of things. I know that shoe will drop at some point, and I think that's what this brings me to, is that, first of all, body shaming in any facet. I don't care if you're heavy, if you're skinny, if you're too muscular, if you're not muscular enough. I don't care what it is. Body shaming in any capacity is not okay. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. It's not your business. It's not anyone's business, but the person that is living who they are. Let people live who they are. And I mean, shaming and ridiculing and bullying is not okay. And I know everybody knows that, but we run into these kinds of situations all the time. And it's heartbreaking to know that that people still can't get it together. I mean, we're in 2019. I think we're at a point now where, like, let's just be accepting of the world as the world, people as humans and people and beings, and let's just move on with it and live your own life. I'll live my own life. I'm going to be living my own life. And it brings me to my point, is that you can only allow that stuff to affect you on your own. Like, it's only up to you how that affects you. You decide how much that person that is saying negative and hurtful things can affect you. Because at the end of the day, if you go home and you just don't care, like, you say, okay, yeah, somebody said it, whatever. I understand it's motivation to do better, to be different, to be better, to push yourself harder. And I don't mean like losing weight, push yourself harder, but I mean push your own personality to find positivity in the negativity that it came from. Not saying like push yourself and be better, get skinny, or put some weight on. No. I mean literally, positively, mentally putting yourself in a better place. If you can learn from what they're saying, I think that is exactly what we need to be doing. But if you let it affect you, so if you go home and you think about it, and you're like, oh, I am too fat, oh, I am too this, oh, I don't look good in that, oh, I shouldn't wear this. If you do that to yourself, then you're letting that person win. And that's what makes me really, crazy, is that we actually are in charge of bullying. I know that it sounds like a foreign concept, but at the end of the day, if you feed that bully, if you feed that negativity, then you are the one that is actually bullying and being negative to yourself, because you're allowing someone else to say something that affects you, when really, if you just kind of shake it off and move on, and I know it's not easy to do, but if you can shake it off and move on and just say, hey, you know what, it's not important, then they're just words. Then they're not hurtful, and they can't change who you are. The only person who should change who you are, and the only person who can change who you are, is you. So it was a long process that I had to go through to figure out that, you know what, I have to be the one that is in charge of that. I have to be the one that decides their words and now their motivation for me to just like push harder, put myself out there more, like run this channel into the ground if I have to, because you know what, there are millions of people out there who are famous, who weren't anything at one point, you know, because to other people, like, you're not anything, and not because you're famous, that doesn't make you like a wonderful, better person, but it, what I'm saying is that they didn't allow it to bother them. And so they use that fuel to be this great idol, this entity that other people can look up to and know that, you know what, if you push hard enough, you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. So to YoungJae, I'm really sorry that that happened to you. It is an absolute shame. If you see who he is not. He is a beautiful person. For someone to say he needed to lose weight just blows my mind out of the water. You know, and I know people will say it to me. I know people will say it to the next person. But those are just hateful, sad people. And, you know, we just need to use them as stepping stones to become better people for ourselves. So, you know, I just really hope that, you know, they can take his advice and learn how to live a happy, positive life. That they can change, and that they stop calling themselves a fan, because that's not what you say to somebody that you love. You just don't. It's not acceptable. So I'm going to stop with this video today. I just feel like I'm very passionate about the content that it is. I probably will come back to something along these lines, but I want it to be something for everyone to think about, that, you know, find the positivity in that kind of horrible negativity. Find that positivity for yourself. Find that strength, because that is what will make life better. That is what matters in this life. Like, that is where we all need to be. We all need to be able to hear criticism, to see things that aren't what we want them to be, and make them what we want them to be. So anyway, guys, I've missed you. Make sure you go in and comment below about how you feel about these things. Make sure you leave me some positive messages, that you like, subscribe, share. Share this message with the world. I mean, it's to me, the biggest lesson we can learn is how to protect ourselves in a positive manner, how to look after our souls and our minds and our hearts, and make ourselves these better people on this planet, because it's up to us. At the end of the day, we fall asleep with ourselves, we wake up with ourselves. So get the message out there, share this, and we'll probably have some more videos to talk about in the future. Leave comments about things you want to talk about, issues you have, ways you found positivity. And yeah, we're going to go. So take care. See you guys soon.